Anxiety is a really common feeling experienced amongst almost our entire population. Let's take a look at 3 types of anxiety identified by Sigmund Freud. First, we have reality anxiety or objective anxiety, and this is a response to a perceived threat in the real world. This is the anxiety you experience when you're walking in a dark alley all alone and a stranger's been following you for a few minutes, or a really big scary dog is barking and coming your way and you're worried it's about to bite you. With reality anxiety, you're aware of the source of your emotional reaction. So in our examples, it's the stranger that's been following you, or the big scary dog that you're worried is going to bite you. The following 2 types of anxiety don't have any obvious external source and are therefore more consistently worrying to our mental health. Neurotic anxiety is when our unacceptable id impulses, and I've done a video on our id, ego, and superego. If you want to learn more, I'll put the link down in the description below. But essentially, it's our desire to act immediately to our basic urges and needs. And neurotic anxiety is when these id impulses are dangerously close to breaking into our consciousness. This anxiety leads the ego to use defense mechanisms. During childhood, we were taught not to overtly express our sexual or aggressive impulses, and were often punished if and when we did. So, this anxiety is driven by a fear of punishment that will result from expressing our id impulses without proper sublimation. Sublimation is simply when our socially unacceptable id impulses are transformed into socially acceptable actions. Finally, we may experience moral anxiety. This is a function of how well developed our superego is. It's brought about by the superego in response to id impulses which violate the superego's strict moral code. So this means that someone with a strong conscience will experience greater moral anxiety and inner conflict compared to someone who has much less strict moral guidelines. Generally, moral anxiety is experienced as shame and guilt, and our conscience is what causes this fear and anxiety. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.